Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for looking on my channel. First off, I just want to say to everyone who's new to my channel, it's a start-up. Eventually getting there. Obviously, the more subscribers I get, the more likes I get, the more I can invest in better camera, for instance, and stuff like that. Um, Today I want to talk about a couple of films that I do believe deserve at least Blu-ray treatment after all these years of being out. Obviously, there's loads of films that do actually need the Blu-ray upgrade and then hopefully the 4K upgrade. But the two that I've picked out today to talk about are definite all-time classics by two very completely different actors. Um, but they definitely need that improved picture quality, that re-release, and they've both been kicking around for a very long time. So I think they definitely need the well, the remastering and the re-releasing. First up, the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic True Lies. Obviously, this film's been around for a really long time. True Lies was initially released in July of '94 to the cinemas, and then obviously it had its VHS run, its Laserdisc run, and then when DVD players came around, it got a sort of mid '99 release onto May or June time of 1999, and it had its DVD release. It was very successful, but it's never been brought to Blu-ray, so obviously there's no 4K either of it, which is a damn shame. For those of you that have never seen True Lies, because at the end of the day, the film itself is 21 years old come the summer. It's James Cameron's answer to James Bond. James Bond, which of course 1989 was Timothy Dalton's second and last Bond film. So obviously to feel, there hadn't been a decent spy film in that time, well, at least in the eyes of James Cameron anyway. So, as I say, he came up with True Lies, putting Arnold Schwarzenegger as the hero of the piece, and it really worked. In this movie, you actually get to see Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting ability, because I mean, in other films, it's all been about the flex of the muscle and how he can kick 10 shades out of people. But in this one, he really does have to act and really proves himself as not just the one-liner quoting pile of muscle. He actually really good actor. And like I say, True Lies shows that. Obviously, for years they've toyed with a sequel idea, but it's never come to light. And there you go. Apparently, the reason for no Blu-ray release is because of various movie rights. 20th Century Fox held the rights to distribute in the US, and Universal Studios had the rights to distribute it around the rest of the world. When it was first released to DVD in the UK, anyway, especially, it was a Universal Columbia TriStar joint initiative. I don't know if you can see that on the spine there. Even though it was a 20th Century Fox film, Fox had for a while used Universal and Columbia TriStar to release these movies, their movies for them, should I say. And hence why it's that, and apparently James Cameron's sort of like interest in other projects rather than revisiting this one, just to give it the remaster that it truly deserves. So hopefully we can get this video shared out, more and more people see it. Eventually we will end up with at least a Blu-ray of it. It has to happen, because I mean, it's a quality film, some great action, some great set pieces, a decent story, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Tom Arnold, one of his co-stars in the film, really do bounce off each other. It's a really great buddy spy movie in that respect. It's a spy movie cross romantic comedy, and it really works. So yeah, hopefully get enough likes, shares, subscribers. This video gets seen by more people. Maybe even James Cameron might end up seeing it in my dreams, but you never know. Now, the second film I want to talk about today, one of my favourite sports comedies of all time. I mean, there's only one other one like it, and that was The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. That could also do with a Blu-ray release. In fact, I have the US imported Blu-ray release of that, but this never came out in England for, various reasons. But getting back to the film that it was very similar to, and much better than, was this one, The Longest Yard, starring Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's greatest film he's made, aside from maybe The Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates. This is definitely in his top 5. In an all-star cast, I mean, you've even got Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash, the great Carly, Goldberg, Chris Rock, Burt Reynolds, even Terry Crews is in this one as the, if I'm not mistaken, the McDonald's smuggling prisoner of the film. And even Nelly's in there, something that he's actually bearable in, because most of his songs used to jar the hell out of me, but his acting in this, really, really good. It's a great film. It's a remake of the Burt Reynolds original, and it's so good. You really do need to, if you've never seen The Longest Yard, I suggest you look it up on Netflix. I do believe most of Adam Sandler's films are on there at the moment. And it is in HD on Netflix, but we really need a home release on Blu-ray or 4K, because this film is just brilliant. I mean, it was originally released in 2005 in cinemas, and then later in 2005 made its way to DVD. It's a Columbia TriStar picture, and Columbia TriStar films are released by Sony, but the kicker is it was not only was it Columbia TriStar, but Paramount. So obviously it's a shared rights thing on the production, which is another reason that holds up the release, because obviously one company wants to do the Blu-ray, the other one doesn't, or they argue over who does, and then of course they just forget about it, and until people bring it up. So we need to get this video shared, like I said. Get other people who haven't seen this. I mean, bearing in mind the film is, 15 years old? So, I mean, there's people that haven't seen it, and it's so good. It's really, really is. Some really memorable moments. It's just a great, great film. So, if we can get this video shared, get the producers of these fine quality works to know that we want them on Blu-ray, on 4K, then hopefully we will get them. Thanks very much for your time. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'll be doing more of these videos. There's loads of films to choose from that have never had that upgrade to HD from normal DVD. Hell, there's even some films still kicking around that have never made it from VHS to DVD. So we really need to get this moved on so that we can actually start seeing the 4K copies of them. Because it would be a shame to never actually see a crystal clear picture of True Lies, a crystal clear picture of The Longest Yard. It would really be great. I'd buy it, and I know a lot of other people would definitely, especially the True Lies one. So many people cry out for that. It's a very talked about thing. So anyway, thank you very much for listening. My name's been Kev. You've been you. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.